Whole Foods comes together,
Yeah.
then there's gonna be a Jamba Juice. There's gonna be a Smoothie King, and I'm like,
And it's not
wait.
that they're like we as a people don't want to take advantage of these like situations. It's like it's just not. It doesn't come.
It comes with
Not for
higher
us.
rent. That's what
Yeah.
happens. Your rent
Yeah.
gets higher or the property gets sold. And,
Oh, yeah.
and then you don't live there anymore.
And the nail on the coffin, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is nail on the
I say the
coffin.
nail in the coffin is when you see somebody just walking their dog at 3 a.m.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
and
Nail in the
they
coffin.
look at
Yeah.
you. You looking at them. They looking at
the
you like,
nail in the coffin is that.
Yeah.
Anybody, I told you, like MLK in Austin was an interesting. Like we went there for South by Southwest, and I just remember there was it was a white woman, and she rode by on a bike, and it was like the bike from ET with the basket on the front, and there was a bunny in front. And I remember we were sitting on the
bunny.
steps, and it was 3 a.m. I texted my friend. I was like, "Yo, a white girl just rode by."
Yeah.
On a bike with a basket with a bunny. A bunny. It was a big bunny, but I'm gonna say a bunny just at 3 a.m. I said MLK out here is different.
Yeah.
But that's just what it is. Like, yeah.
gonna be called Trump Boulevard.
Oh, man.
If he gets his way. If he gets his way, which I mean
I'm about to say,
he's been
when he
getting.
gets his way, okay.
He's been getting.
Yeah.
But you thought, okay, so that was your goal when you're saying, you wanted to do an ode to this to kind of memorialize this Houston's Harlem.
Yeah, just kind of like, and for it to represent the historic black neighborhoods of the country, just something like that, and I kind of like with the song Star, I speak up on how we are, we're stars, but we don't know it, and I look at stars like they're way out there, they're separate from everything. And that's kind of how we are, but we're here, We are separate from everybody. We have unique features. We have, we're the only group, on a macro level that the world decided together they're gonna be at the bottom, and our perseverance and our, the way we've dealt with that throughout the years, because you can't get rid of us. You can't stop us. And I mean, they worried about our birth rate. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But we understood. I want to say even during slavery, especially before slavery, we understood that that's not our natural state. That's not what we are. And innately you understand that, and you can only scare some of the people some of the time, but not all of the people all the time. Like we, a person like a Malcolm X, comes out of this. A person like a Kwame, comes out of this. Like it. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going until we get what we want, not appeasement, but what we want. And Star is just about recognizing that innate energy in you, looking at what's going on, but also understanding that you the shit.
I feel that. That's a good thing. You do talk about a lot about like really just overcoming things.
Yeah.
You've overcome a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, even with overcoming a lot of stuff, like, and putting that in your music, how does that help you, like, in your daily life?
It motivates me because I want to say my mind, since I put out Emancipation Park, and since I decided there was no other thing besides music for me to do, it's almost like my life depends on. I made it. I didn't alone make it this way. Other factors made it this way, but my life depends on me creating. My entire life, this is life and death for me, I should say. I either do this or I perish, and I feel like the way I've been able to overcome is just learning, what it takes to build your brand, or that sounds like some corporate lingo or whatever, but like it's not. If you do everything transactionally, it kind of stops there. But if you do everything with the idea that I'm building my brand in mind, you're just gonna move different. You're gonna stop moving in a way that's, I guess, desperate. You're gonna move in a way that,
but it's like genuine.
Yeah, well, genuine, but more so you're gonna be thinking about the future.
Yeah.
I got a friend, Jay Fax. He says this all the time. He says, "While everybody thinking about breakfast, I'm thinking about dinner."
I like that.
So, it just kind of motivates you to move in a way where
got to be 3 steps ahead.
Yeah, and the thing is, with certain decisions, like saying this is the only thing for me, like to put it in perspective, I fired my boss last year.
I like that.
And so
fired my boss.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I knew a lot of L's, a lot of tears, a lot of struggle, maybe even depression would come with that. But I understood that, maybe somebody would say, well, you could have done this a different way, or you could have done this way. But I'm like, yeah, that might take me another 8 years. But I've already been doing this for so long that I feel like I need to change what I've been doing. I already been doing the fallback, the plan B, and working on music. And then, no, I'm just going to put my whole energy into this. And so far, I haven't died.
Yeah.
I
have
have
doing
not.
Your thing.
I've been eating.
Yeah.
I've been able to move around uninhibited. I've been able to make my own schedule. And I'm like, like I've known other artists who are big now, who, if you hear their story, like, it's funny, like, I'm not gonna name this artist, but he did a documentary. You might be able to read between the lines, whatever. His family is on the documentary. Like, oh man, that's my son. Like, man, I always knew he was gonna do.
Nah.
The real story is he stopped going to college.
Yeah.
He was all kind of dumb, stupid motherfuckers and and now he is who he is today.
Yeah.
And now everybody was day one.
That's one thing I liked about you, because we talk about the process. Everybody goes, like, my parents, they back me up 100%. Not everybody has that.
Right.
So I'm saying, I look at that, like, that's the truth of when you decide to do music, your friends will be around and they'll be like, what are you doing this for? This doesn't make any sense. But that brings us to No Plan B. So No Plan B, that's your podcast, correct?
That is it started out as just the album.
Okay.
And then my boy Jay Fax had the idea of promoting it through the podcast.
That makes sense.
And I was like, and we started expanding and saying, hey, let's just talk to other creatives who are moving forward with no plan B.
All right.
Okay.
They're just focused on their craft. And so that's what got the podcast going. And in the podcast, we deal with things that creatives face, because this is a world that, let me put it this way, this is a world that is not designed for you to find your purpose. You have to fight for your purpose. You have to know it, and you have to say, oh, everyone's gonna call me stupid when I pursue my purpose. Yeah. Everyone's gonna say, don't do it that way, but I have to do it that way.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to say, you should just be a cog in someone else's machine instead of you trying to make your own machine.
That's true.
And that's really, what this world is. We coming in late in history. We not the people that set the foundation for this.
Yeah.
This is something that's been set up a long time ago before us. And you always, in this type of environment, have to fight tooth and nail, and just really like grab what's yours and move in a way where you know what you're doing, even if nobody else does.
Yeah, man. Like, that's what it is. No plan B. That makes perfect sense. I mean, I'm glad that you were able to come by today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to thank you for coming out. Where can we find you at online?
Online, you can find me at on my Twitter is RDRKVN. On my IG is Roderick Vonn Music.
Yeah.
And you can find my music on all platforms.
Yes.
Emancipation Park. I'm actually about to release a new song called the Refund Check Song.
Actually,
And
I mean, since we're getting ready to get out of here, but you brought us a snippet, so let's just play the refund check song on the way out.
yeah, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, man.
Look, we appreciate you coming out.
Oh,
Refund
yeah.
check.
Appreciate it.
Once again, it's In My Humble Opinion podcast. Always understand mental health is a serious thing. Be happy. In My Humble Opinion podcast. Good night and goodbye.
My manager called on my day off. I've been off the radar.